what total global financial assets are in the world and how much Bitcoin can capture from that total addressable market. So total financial assets in the world are 900 trillion US dollars. And I like to think that Bitcoin will capture 5% of that addressable market. What's 5% of 900 trillion? That's 45 trillion US dollars in today's dollars. What is 45 trillion US dollars divided by 21 million Bitcoin? That's over $2 million US per Bitcoin in today's dollars.
Greg Foss is one of the more vocal Bitcoin enthusiasts in the world. With over 30 years of experience in traditional finance, both in the United States and Canada, Foss has witnessed firsthand the rot in the system and how Bitcoin fixes it all. Last week, Foss and James Lavish, both co-founders of Looking Glass Education, had a discussion with Simply Bitcoin's Nico Moran, where they spoke about the U.S. banking crisis, the Fed's role in the SVB collapse, and how Bitcoin fits into everything. According to Lavish, a renowned Bitcoin advocate and writer, the Silicon Valley Bank collapse started due to a liquidity crisis largely facilitated by the Federal Reserve's astonishing inefficiency in getting things done appropriately. He explained that the fractional reserve system allows banks to lend out and invest deposits, usually in treasury bonds. But to avoid a bank run, they have to match the duration of the deposit base with the investments they are making to ensure there will always be adequate liquidity whenever depositors come knocking. The SVB failed to get that duration right and got itself a nice bank run and an eventual collapse, which rippled through the entire banking sector. Lavish and Foss also discussed how Bitcoin factors into all this. Foss explained that the banking sector has always been sick and is bound to fail eventually, which is where Bitcoin comes in and thrives. We will now take you to the interview as Foss and Lavish discuss the possibility of Bitcoin becoming a multi-trillion-dollar asset class in the near future. Please watch the video to the end, even a thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos. Also, ensure you drop your comments and price predictions for Bitcoin in the comments section below. Everything you do helps with the YouTube algorithm, so we can continue to bring you these videos. Thanks, and enjoy the video.
All I will say is, people, the banking system is sick, and it's always been sick. It's just that people are wisening up to the true realities right now. This is what Bitcoin was designed for. So don't forget, in 2008, 2009, the Genesis block basically said the chancellor is bailing out banks again, right? So this is the second coming of a bank crisis that is the result of not solving the first banking crisis properly. So let's understand that Satoshi had a vision that he needed to have a lifeboat. And luckily, we do have that lifeboat. Is it all the marginal buying doing to that? No, it can't possibly be. But I'd like to think that a good chunk of it is, because that's what Bitcoin was designed for. And it's performing like it should. Now, here's the crazy thing. James says Bitcoin should be at 50,000. I'm going to be like, I can't believe it's not at 250,000. And by the way, I'm even going to go on record saying this guy Balaji, or Balaji, however you say his name, I didn't even know who he was before, but man, I like his style. Because why? Even though I think it's a low probability that he's right, it's not zero, people. Just please understand what a distribution of possible outcomes looks like. And he's focusing on a tail risk, or in this case, a tail opportunity, because if the system does come down in magnificent fashion, Bitcoin will be at a price of greater than $1 million. When? That's the key. Is it going to be in 90 days? Unlikely, but not impossible. I always like to look at things from an expected value, potential outcome, and you put probabilities on different prices, and then you do your expected value. Calculation. That's statistics 101, how to calculate an expected value. But I'm very clear with everybody. I have a price target for Bitcoin of over 2 million US dollars. And should it be there? Yes, it should be there today. And the fact that it isn't blows my mind, because it's so damn cheap.
Step into the future with Damex, the official sponsor of today's video. Damex provides a powerful and seamless way to combine the rich health benefits of physical activity with the financial revolution of digital assets. With the Damex built-in move-to-earn gamification layer, you can easily hit your exercise goals, stay active, and earn loads of rewards in NFTs and the Damex native cryptocurrency token. There's more. The Visa-approved Damex Visa card and IBAN provide a secure and convenient way to receive funds, deposit and withdraw fiat and digital assets, pay invoices, and send funds to families and friends anywhere, anytime. The Damex application and token are about to get even bigger with the upcoming Damex Token IEO, which will take place on April 19, 2023 on the Damex app, Bitmart, and Coin Store. This IEO is a grand opportunity for all lovers of digital assets and a healthy lifestyle. The Damex token will give you access to governance and voting on key features, rate cashback rewards, discounted exchange fees on the application, a free VIP premium card, and last but not least, free NFT airdrops. This is the project you've been waiting for, the one that combines health, finance, and innovation in a seamless and rewarding way. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the largest IEO on April 19. Follow the link in the description box to learn more about the project and start your journey towards a healthier lifestyle with Damex.
So I can't argue with Balaji saying that in 90 days it should be at 1 million. This is something that makes it the best asymmetric opportunity I've ever seen in my life. And that is all good because asymmetric return opportunities are what define careers.
Balaji Srinivasan's $1 million Bitcoin price prediction by mid-June has been hotly debated over the past 2 weeks. The venture capitalist and former Coinbase CTO has placed a $2 million bet that the US will enter into a period of hyperinflation in less than 90 days from now and Bitcoin will hit the $1 million mark. This prediction might have been outrightly laughable a few months ago, but due to the events of the past few weeks, many people are not quick to write it off as being 100% implausible. In addition, a significant number of top experts believe the prediction is dead on, the timeline is just a little bit off. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, while Foss counters the $1 million prediction with his $2 million price target for the leading crypto asset.
Well, that's my price target, and it's not a limit, but it starts with examining what total global financial assets are in the world and how much Bitcoin can capture from that total addressable market. So total financial assets in the world are 900 trillion US dollars. Okay, that includes all global debt, which is 400 trillion US dollars. It includes $300 trillion of global real estate. It includes about $100 trillion of global equities, and then $100 trillion of other assets like fine art, gold, commodities, currencies. At the end of the day, that's $900 trillion, right? So 400 plus 300 plus 100 plus 100. And I like to think that Bitcoin will capture 5% of that addressable market. What's 5% of 900 trillion? That's 45 trillion US dollars in today's dollars. What is 45 trillion US dollars divided by 21 million Bitcoin? That's over $2 million US per Bitcoin in today's dollars, which is to say, as long as it's trading at less than that price, I view it as cheap to my target price. Now, there's other ways of calculating intrinsic value of Bitcoin, including using credit default swaps and everything. All of this goes into a calculation where I just look at Bitcoin trading at 25,000 US dollars and I say, thank God that it's there so I can buy some more and I can get other people onboarded. Here's a question. So what is keeping BTC price down according to Zed Logic? Just came across. Look, that's what makes a market. Okay. A market is made by buyers and sellers. When it was trading at $1,000 of Bitcoin, when I first got involved, I'm like, I know this thing is going to 10,000. Did I load up the boat? Yeah, a little, but not as much as I should have, given now it's trading at 25,000 and I figured it's going to go to 2 million. So manage your risk. Don't put a time limit on your investment. I own this thing for 20 years at a minimum. I'm owning it for my kids, and I'm not going to sweat the fact that it's trading at a price that I think is extremely cheap. Well, it was a lot cheaper than that at one point in its time, and it did get to 70,000, but 70,000 is such a rounding error. I just look at it and I'm like, okay, guys, if you're sweating over the next $5,000 or $10,000 move in Bitcoin, you're managing your risk inappropriately. You don't know how to manage risk.
Meanwhile, in one of his recent tweets, Foss perfectly describes the pitiable economic conditions in each of the G7 countries. The tweet reads, "Here's the state of the G7, US, a laughingstock. Japan dead, Germany walking dead. UK, we have a king. France, common monsieur, c'est comic. Italy, someone else will pay. Canada, budgets balance themselves. The G7 enemies sense weakness, and rightly so. Clone World Central. Buy insurance on this infantile leadership. He tops the tweet with a Bitcoin hashtag, the only true asset that isn't relying on failed systems or shaky democracies run by inefficient leaders, just pure mathematics. What are your thoughts on Foss and Lavish's interview? Please drop your comments and observations in the comments section below. Also, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.